Hello and welcome back to GameSpot's coverage of E3 2016. I'm Danny Dwyer. Hello. Welcome. It's the final 2 hours here on the GameSpot stage. We're talking to a bunch of people here. Zorine.
Hello.
Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
With Greg Rice from Double Fine Entertainment.
Hi.
And his latest intern, I believe her name is Timothy. Little Timmy.
Timmy Schafer.
Timmy Schafer.
That's him.
Thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you for having us.
A pleasure, as always. Let's talk about Headlander. This is a game that might be flying under the radar for some people. Double Fine, obviously, you've got a lot of big projects going on at the moment.
Yeah.
Psychonauts, we had you on yesterday with the Rhombus of Ruin. Tell us about Headlander. How long have you guys been working on this one?
This is a game by Lee Petty, who is the art director on Brutal Legend, and also made Stacking, if you played that awesome adventure game where you're jumping in Russian nesting dolls. And this time, it's very different. It's a retro science fiction world inspired a lot by Logan's Run or Barbarella. And as you can see, it's a little different in the mechanics in that you are the last piece of organic matter in the galaxy, and you're just a head. You're just a head floating around in a flying space helmet. And you can land on the neck socket of any robots that are handy and take them over and walk them around. And those robot bodies give you different weapons and abilities and kind of sizes. And so that's a unique mechanic this game has.
Right. Lighting looks super swish. Is this Unreal Engine you guys using?
This is the Brutal Legend engine.
Oh, it is?
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Works well with the shirt then.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's perfect. So who is the name of your head here? What is he or she, or can you be different heads, or how does it work?
Yeah, you can choose one of 3 different heads, and this is the new head. Did you pick the new head?
I did pick the new head.
Does he have a name, or is he just a new head?
No names. You don't know much about him. You kind of wake up, you're just a head with no body. Nobody really knows.
And now you're on a lady's body.
Yes, exactly. So there's a lot of mystery there that's yet to be unveiled. But yeah, this is the new head. He's kind of like a 60-year-old African-American male.
Okay.
We're just showing
He's a really good dancer.
Oh, nice.
He may not have been a good dancer before, but being on that robot's body gave him the ability to.
That's wonderful.
And does the head you choose make a difference on anything in the game itself, or is it like aesthetic thing?
The head, I believe, is the same, but it's the bodies that you choose that really make the difference.
Oh, I see.
What's the sort of makeup of how the levels string together? I was kind of looking it up before, and it seems like a Metroidvania sort of
so that's
areas.
kind of the main thing we're talking about for the first time here at E3 is that showing off a little bit more of the Metroid stuff. So if you saw, I just pulled the map up a little bit earlier, so something we haven't showed too much. So this is kind of the areas that we've unlocked so far, but this is a new character called Mappy. We haven't shown his voice, actually Richard Horvitz, voice of Raz. He's kind of like a little mall directory.
Very helpful.
Right.
Yeah, super helpful. But you can select the head off of him as well and land in his body.
You go on Mappy.
Take control of Mappy. And
As you've always dreamed to do.
Exactly.
Oh, and you can see the map.
Yeah, so he shows you kind of
Right.
new areas that you haven't been to yet, some secrets around the area as well.
You may not know this, but the Children's Channel in the UK, when I was growing up, watching that in the UK and Ireland, their corporate person was a massive map of the British Isles called Mappy.
Really?
Yes.
That was obviously the inspiration for this.
Yeah, clearly, yeah.
Even though Lee did not grow up in the UK
No.
anyway.
Yeah.
But you see the head has a lot of powers. It can suck barriers out of its way, and it can dock with stations like this to get power-ups or energy, or in
Yeah,
this
so
case,
this is
what'd you
another
get?
new thing, actually. So this is XP. We haven't shown too much of that, but that blue bar at the bottom is XP, and that's what these orbs have been that I've been pulling up. And the vacuum drive is something that we unlocked in the demo section right before this. But there's actually a bunch of other upgrades throughout the game, and a lot of them are things like this melee power. It looks like we have just enough to upgrade. Things like this that are just player choice that you can kind of decide how you want to play. This unlocked new branches to make that even stronger. And then there's also these main branches, which are things you'll find throughout the level that are kind of tied more to the gating system, the Metroidvania nature of things.
So do you expect somebody who's completed the game to have unlocked all of this sort of stuff, or is it
if you're a completionist, you can unlock everything, but there's a lot of hidden areas and things that you kind of have to retraverse and find certain power-ups to come back to. So if you haven't done much of that, you'll have to choose a little bit more wisely.
And if you're replaying the game, can you keep your experience for the stuff you've unlocked and progress further to complete it?
There are some plans for new game plus type stuff that we're trying to figure out right now. We're not quite sure exactly, but yeah, I mean, a lot of it is, I think when you're replaying the game, there's a lot more ability to kind of pick and choose differently and fit your playstyle in different ways.
The art style in this is super fun. It's like another world mixed with what was the name? I forget. There was like that PlayStation 4 one where you were making doubles of yourself.
Swapper.
The Swapper,
the
yeah.
Swapper.
Yeah, I love Swapper. It has some of that puzzly element to it, but I really, if you, Lee loves Logan's Run, and he one of the first things he said when he started the game is, I want to make lasers cool again, because I think lasers got a lot less, especially 70s styles lasers where there's a rainbow spectrum and there's a lot of chrome. Kind of before Star Wars came, made everything all gritty.
Right.
There was a lot of beautiful stuff like this, and I think it shows like a lot of love for that.
Great
style.
carpet.
A lot of shag.
Yeah.
How many games with shag recently?
Yeah.
Have you played any games with shag at E3?
It's been a while. I mean, there's that one, a Clockwork Orange looking thing. What is it called again? We Happy Few, is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can maybe they've got some shag?
Not shag like this.
No. Your
Maybe.
particular brand of shag is beautiful.
Oh no.
Psychedelic. There's also a lot of psychedelic
Wow.
stuff going on in this game.
Yeah, so speaking of lasers, we just got to kind of the first combat area of the game. So this is a shepherd that we've just come across. And
You can see he's standing much more confidently.
Yes. Like a shepherd.
yes, so he's a red shepherd with a single shot, but the game actually has a ton of different kind of enemies throughout the game. A lot of different types of variations on the weapons to where they could be spread shots or double shots, things like that. But there's also kind of a color-coded system to where at the bottom right you'll see we just got into a red body, so now we have red access clearance. So some of the doors that we'd passed earlier on we could come back to and find some secrets there. And that's tied to this color spectrum. So there's orange bodies all the way up to purple. And the purple have the highest clearance. They can get into any room. Where the red just can get into the red doors.
That colorblind mode's going to be a real son of a bitch.
Yeah, we've got things in place for that. Okay. But yeah, you can kind of run and gun and just shoot bodies, and they'll explode if you damage them too much like that. There's also this cover system. I'm about to die right now. Let's pop out of that. There's a cover system in place, too, to kind of to line up shots a little bit more. So if you have a body that's kind of weakened and about to blow, a lot of times you'll need to make sure that you pick off the head of a character so you can steal his body instead of hitting his head,
destroying the body.
You can also use your body as a weapon. That body is if it's about to blow, you can send it charging into someone else, pop off of it, and let it blow up your enemy for you.
Yeah, there's a lot of variety to the combat scenarios, and it is varied every time. There's different types of bodies that'll spawn in different rooms, so you never really know exactly what you're going to get into.
A lot of people in the chat saying it looks very charming. Some references to No One Lives Forever as well, with some of the, I guess, the vibrant 70s sort of color here. If you have any questions for Greg or Tim, by all means put them in the chat. I'm watching the GameSpot chat and of course the Twitch chat as well. I'll be sure to send those over. Did this come out of Amnesia Fortnite? Do you guys still do that?
We do Amnesia Fortnite. I haven't done it in a while because we're waiting for this game to get
right.
But it was interesting because we had this. Lee had this idea, and we actually put it in one of our Amnesia Fortnites that where the internet got to pick.
Okay. All right.
And the internet didn't pick this one, and I was like, okay, the internet. That's when I learned the internet's not always right. The internet's kind of wrong sometimes because this is obviously the greatest game.
What did they pick?
What?
What did they pick?
I mean, that was the year I think they picked. Well, I don't want to pick on other games.
A
bunch of good games. They're all good. They're all good. But I really, ever since Lee pitched it, and I saw the kind of the puzzle mechanics possible with this, like getting over a gorge by jumping your head over instead of leaping, and so there's a lot of, and then now you can be a dog.
Right.
And just seeing the possibility of this, I knew we wanted to make it, so we just kind of fought for it, and until now, it's a reality. We're working with Adult Swim on it. They're the publisher of it.
Yeah, how did that partnership come about?
We were just sharing this game. I think they were looking for games like this that didn't look like any other game. That looked really unusual.
Right.
Their sensibility is very. They like to push creative boundaries and stuff, and that's really great in the publisher because a lot of times the publisher will be like, let's just stay to something that people know.
Yeah.
And I think Adult Swim wanted to they actually just told Lee to go for it, which is exciting to hear from a partner in that.
It's coming out on PC, Mac, and PS4, right? No Xbox One version?
It's launching on PS4 first, so
okay,
Right.
yeah,
you get around to it.
potentially down the road.
So
Sorry, go on, Zorine.
I was going to ask, when you pop off a body and it stays there, does it stay there forever, or like for the rest of the level, or does it kind of disappear after a while?
Yeah, no, they'll stick around there, and actually, if you find later on, you might come back to the same room, and that you just saw crazy.
Yeah, that was
happened,
a lot
right?
of stuff. There.
Yeah.
They'll another body will come out with the same name, so there'll be like Evan 2 or something instead of Evan 1.
Right.
So this is actually a main upgrade station we just found. So like the vacuum driver we had before, we just kind of found one of these new main upgrade paths, which is the bounce shield.
Can I just say that menu transition is brilliant?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, do it again.
Bloop.
Yeah, that's great.
Ah.
Look at that. Hotline Miami.
Well, it takes a while for us to tune in on the signal of the map.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So now there's a whole other chain off of this, but we just have this bounce shield, which, if you noticed before, I passed a couple of these continuous laser beams, which you couldn't get by. But now I have this shield. I can use the right stick to kind of swivel around to be able to traverse some of these areas. But it's also used in combat situations to be able to bounce shots back at enemies. Pop
He
their
just
heads
docked
off
with
that
a
way.
laser control and turned it off, too. With
Yeah.
rifle.
A lot of people saying sort of impressed by how polished this looked. You guys are pretty far along on this one. When is it coming out?
We are, yes. It's coming out late July. So we've been working on it for a while, and it's very, very, very close.
Greg, I was talking to you before we went live. I've actually not played a game at E3 2016.
Don't care for games?
I've not. I love video games.
It's an awkward place.
They were better in the
People
past.
who don't like games.
Would you like to play a video game?
I would love to play video
All right.
games.
Oh
Is
my
that okay?
Go on,
Well, I just
Danny.
got you into a new section that's
go.
going to use your bounce shield. So your bounce shield's on the right stick.
Okay.
And you're going to be able to actually you can deflect these back at them and blow them up.
Don't do that. I was looking at that screen. Okay,
Did
here.
it. Blew up a
you go.
laser.
All right.
Yay.
Here we go.
But it's also a section that you just wouldn't have been able to get through without this. And the map
Whoa.
is really open to where you could have gotten here before you got the bounce shield. We just kind of got into a main mission,
Oh,
which is to
go.
find.
Hey, what's the? He's got
the
a
button to hit
off
him?
the head.
Yeah, right trigger sucks the head. There you go.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
just left bumper will
Decapitated your first robot.
L1 will dock. There you go.
Great.
And now you can go left.
Can you throw the enemy heads at them after you
Oh,
pluck
shit.
them off?
The left trigger will cover, or you can also go pull his head off.
I pressed the wrong button.
You got
I
it.
pressed the wrong button.
You got it. So lots of ways to approach the situation.
Come here, son of a. Was it L1?
Boom.
Oh, damn it.
It's very forgiving. So if you die, you're pretty much you're maybe in the same room, maybe one room next to it or something. So it's not super.
Whoa. Oh, and that transition.
And then the cover is left
Left
trigger.
trigger if you want to cover there.
All right. Oh, hold it. Got it.
And then you can right trigger to fire.
Die. Oh, I like that.
And you can line up your shot.
Yeah, the left stick will aim your shot if you want to try to get
Go
a
for that
headshot
head or
off and off.
something? Yeah. Here, go for that headshot.
Yeah.
Man, my cover.
Oh,
Oh,
what was
You
that?
popped off the
That.
terminal. Yeah.
Oh, what does that do? Like,
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
in a mission right now, which is to find the 5 satellite dishes, and you just found the first of that. So you can dock into there and tune this satellite.
Don't forget
dish.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you dock into that
See
machine,
that blue
you can
light
actually control
on
that
this guy?
satellite dish.
All right.
Yeah. You might
All
need to
right.
move the character. Yeah, there you go. And then use the left stick, move it left, and you'll see it kind of tune in. This is you're trying to get back in touch with this radio voice that's kind of talking to you in your head throughout the entire game.
right. That
So-
sounds very familiar.
Yes. I think it's to the left. There's a couple radio stations here, so if people hearing at home might hear some fun music and little announcements.
Yeah, this is
going
great.
over the
I've got a little
radio.
earpiece here so I can hear it, and you guys can't.
There you go. I think you got it. Boom.
Good stuff.
That's one of 5. If you look at your map, there's 5 others throughout the room.
Say, look at your map like I know what to press, but I did.
You
did it.
It's the map
Intuitive.
button.
New.
It's amazing. Let's do this for the next. Do that.
oh god.
I'm getting sick. I'm gonna barf.
Oh,
Blah,
God.
blah.
Disclaimer, everyone who's watching. Sorry for the seizures.
Actually, pull up the menu again and look at the upgrade system now. You can use the D-pad to move around that. But
Oh, yeah.
there's some interesting stuff. If you go up to the bounce shield, you'll see now I think you could unlock body regeneration.
Oh,
that one's
wow.
one that's a double shield. There's one to the bottom right that's a headbutt takeover, so you can headbutt an enemy and take over his body immediately without having to launch.
Nice.
There's a ton of crazy stuff. The ability to shoot in a direction and launch your head and create a turret that's pointing at the direction that
Vacuum
I
force.
think that just makes your vacuum a little bit stronger.
Right. Can I get that for my vacuum at home? It's full of cat
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah. So it's a real
Awesome.
good game.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in. And
now you
showing it.
played a video game.
I played a video game.
Yeah.
So now people say, let me ask you, what's the best game you've played at E3 so far?
Headlander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to be. Has to
It was
be.
great.
No other choice.
That was my best. What was the best candy you ate at E3, Tim Schafer?
I haven't eaten any candy yet, but it depends how much these cost. Are these free?
They're free.
Oh.
They're free. You can have them. It's all
they're
yours. You can share them with
You
your
haven't
friends.
told me exactly what my cut is of plugging there. Is this the candy? That's your...
It's 50% of what I get. 0. Thank you both so much for coming in. What else are you doing at E3? Are you done so now? Is that it? Were we your last
Showing
opponent?
lots of games. We had Psychonauts VR on here yesterday,
Yep.
but we're also showing David O'Reilly's Everything and Nog from Co-op, and it's been good. It's been good
Awesome.
E3.
And if folks want to pick up Headlander, when is it available?
End of July.
Good stuff.
on
TikTok.
PS4 and PC.
Lovely stuff. All right. Thank you so much for coming in.
Soon.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
us.
it.
Thank
You're watching the GameSpot stage, brought to you by Airheads Bytes.